standing just west of the
So
mountain
last
river
year,
where
I was
Hurricane
actually
Melissa made
hit
landfall
by
on October
Category
29th.
5 Melissa,
And
Category
all
5
around me is
Hurricane
just
Melissa in
making our
Jamaica.
way here.
And
We
during
came
that
across
time, we
a
did
lot of
have
people who
one of
from
our
miles
neighbors
were
introduced to us this solar light that we still use after the hurricane. It was very useful for us because we had a long span of being without power because of the damage from the hurricane. And I think it's very useful for us as not just Jamaicans in general, but people that all use electricity, of course, to have solar backups to use or to switch officially to solar solutions only. Because one, it's more cost effective once you have everything set up, and two, there are a lot of benefits that you can use that doesn't require electricity to power up these useful devices. So what I'm going to go over today is a useful device specifically if you deal with power outages or just want to save on electricity. This might be one of the simplest solutions. What it is, it's a solar powered device with motion sensor and it works wirelessly. So since no wiring is required, then it's going to be a very easy installation for you on that note. And I gotta say, one of the main selling points for this for me specifically is the fact that it has the motion sensor. When I got it first from my neighbor, I didn't realize that it had that feature. Only until experimenting with it that I realized that it has that and it's very useful. It saves on the power as well, so that, for example, it doesn't use any energy unless it detects motion. So that can, like, if let's say if you have an intruder, it can surprise the intruder. Or if you just want to have a specific area in your garden or walkway lit only when someone's passing, it's very useful for that. And it's great lighting as well. So let me just talk about the features specifically. So firstly, like I mentioned, it has motion detection. Motion detection. It turns on when motion is detected. It's waterproof as well. So it's great for rain, and it charges in the sunlight, so it doesn't add anything to your electricity bill. Now, solar lights like this typically charge during the day and turn on automatically at night when motion is detected, but it has a button on it that allows you to have the benefit of being able to press and change the mode of it. So it can be set to motion sensor, so that if it will be completely off, and then when something passes, it turns on with its bright light. Or you can have it set on a dim setting, where while it's dim, if something passes, it becomes like 5 times brighter, right? And the next sensor is to just keep it on fully bright until it runs out, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons. So firstly, there's no wiring needed. You can literally just screw it up somewhere and it will look like something that's wired to your breaker, for example, because how well it fits in with the aesthetics of your home. It saves money because if you're going to be using this for your outside lighting, then you don't have to be turning on your outside lights per se. You can just use the solar lights instead. It's easy to install and it's good for emergencies, especially like power outages, or if the power outage is going to last a couple of days, or weeks, you still are going to be fine because you have the power source, which is the sun. This is where the cons would come in. You only need sunlight to power it on. That's the only con. You can't power it. You can't charge it up with electricity. That would be pretty cool if you could do that too, but that kind of defeats the purpose on one layer because it's a solar device. So that con is still also a pro. So let's go ahead and show off some of the displays and reviews for this product.
Hi guys, today I'm gonna review this outdoor solar panel light. It's a great light. It comes two of those. I put on this corner, one I put on this corner and the other put the other corner. Worked amazing. It's super easy to attach the beams. I put it here, but if you want to put on the front side of the house, it's perfect well, or even on your fence. It's gonna look amazing, gonna works amazing. And it comes with three different modes. The first mode is just turn it on when the people cross and shut it off again. The second mode is 50% just the lights, and when the people cross, and turn 100%, and then 50% again. And the second mode is always 50%. So works amazing, looks really nice on your backyard, and I recommend it. I hope you guys like it. Bye.
Okay, so let's see. We got another one.
I have
incoming.
outdoor solar porch lights. Gonna go ahead and take them out of the box here, show you what they look like, and then I'm going to show you how to install them and how they work. So up top here is the solar panel. It's got a little motion sensor right here, and then here is the power and mode button. So it is set up so that it will only come on when it gets dark outside. I'm going to simulate that by just covering the solar panel, and you can see it immediately comes on. As soon as it's bright again, the light's going to turn back off. So it does come with the hardware needed to mount it. I'm going to mount it just outside of my door right here, and just use the two screws up top here to screw it to the wall. So you can see right here I've got this one up. Super easy to install, just two screws. Do the same thing to the other light, and I'll show you the different modes and how bright it is tonight. So this light has three different modes. The first mode is it's going to be on full brightness when there's motion detected, and then turn all the way off after about 15 seconds when there's no motion. The second mode is going to be very similar, except it's going to always have a low light regardless of whether there's motion, and go full bright when there is motion detected. The third mode is just always going to be a constant low light regardless of whether there is motion or not. And all three of these modes only function at nighttime. During the day, the light is going to be off all the time. So you can see as soon as I got right here where the light is, it sensed my motion and turned on and made it so that I'll be able to see the steps easier and not get hurt. So you can see with that mode, the light is always going to be on just a little bit, and then go full brightness when it senses motion. So this outdoor solar porch light, it's super nice. It's really easy to install, and the fact that you can use it in a lot of different places. You can use it at your porch, you can use it on a patio, out by a shed, anywhere like that where you want a little bit extra light that turns on when there's motion. So I'd recommend this to anybody that wants to have a really simple, easy to use, motion detected porch light.
Alright, so that's one solar solution that I'm going to recommend for today for power outages, and just even if you have power right now, if you're not going through a crisis like a power outage, then it can still be used just as effectively as you saw with those examples. So make sure to check it out in the comment section below if you're interested, and description of course. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.